Hello everyone, you're back once again with Jeremy. So today what I want to talk about is something that is known the world over. Any anonymous, well, I can't say any, but most any anonymous type groups, they kind of go over this. It's called the serenity prayer, about changing the things that you can and accepting the things you can't. This kind of goes along with all of that. What I'm talking about is not dwelling on your past. So, as we've discussed before, your past is behind you. You can't change the past. Yes, there's wrongs that you can right and things along that line, but there's nothing you can do as far as what happened in the past. And so, this is something you need to think about. And for me, I've done a lot of things wrong in my past. I've wronged a lot of people. I've done things that I shouldn't have. And there's times, such as today, that it kind of gets to me. I do dwell on it a little bit, and I guess regret is the right word. And it's kind of hard for me. And, this is when I start to feel down, and I feel like I don't have anything to offer to the world. And those old feelings that I had of inadequacy and things of that nature, they start to creep in, and they're very subtle. They're able to creep in and start to make me feel this way, and then I start feeling down, and then it's a chain reaction, and I start getting depressed and down on myself, and it's not a good thing to happen, because you have something to give the world, and so do I. So these thoughts, we've talked about fear is a liar, and it is, and that's kind of where some of these kind of come up. Who am I to come out into the world and give these videos out, and why am I worthy of giving anybody advice or information? Well, I have a message, and because of the life I've led, and because of the wrongs I've done, and because of the rights I've done, I do have a message, and it is important, and I feel that people can learn from these messages. So you need to take this time, and you need to, it's an active thing. When these thoughts start to creep in, you need to say to yourself, I can't change that. And in some situations, I can't make that better. So what do? You move forward. You accept that you cannot change those things. So, like I said, there's a serenity prayer. You guys are more than welcome to look it up. But it states that, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You cannot change the things of your past. Like I said, yes, there's a good chance that you might be able to make them better or right them or things along that line, but there's a lot of things either A, you can't fix, or B, you're going to make worse by opening an old wound. So do that for me today. When you start feeling down on yourself and you start looking back at your life, because reflection happens, realize there's things that you've most likely done wrong, and you cannot change them, and you can't dwell on those. It's a lot of energy and a lot of life energy that you're expending on these things. So, like I said, it's going to be an active process. You're going to have to be realistic and understand that unless you have a time machine, you're not changing this. So don't dwell on the things of the past. You can't change them. Fix them maybe, but you cannot change them. It is physically impossible to change the things of your past. So don't dwell on them. Don't give the things of your past the energy. It's not worth it. All it's going to do is, like we talked about, you're going to hurt yourself. So don't dwell on the things of your past. I love you guys very much. If there's anything, and I mean anything, I can do for you, I will do everything I can to try to make sure it happens. Please, if you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. I'm still not on Twitter. Working on it. Yeah. So, once again, don't dwell on your past. I love you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.